I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fam's on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while sizzling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rock and Knicks universe, your main man, Uncle Freezie. And welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Nighttime Show, the Knicks in the Night podcast. Salute, salute, salute. DSJ is in the building. Briggs Nation is in the building. Salute, salute, salute. What's good, party people in the place to be? So the Knicks beat the Detroit Pistons a lot to a little bit, I should say. Right? The Pistons, it was nip and tuck. It wasn't necessarily a lot to a little bit. Maybe it was closer than that. But man, I'm starting to feel like, y'all ain't gonna lie. I'm starting to feel like that guy, that Knicks fans. I'm starting to feel like that Knicks fan that has always had something to complain about. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to complain after a win, but yeah. How y'all feeling about the past couple of days, I felt like I feel like over the past couple of days, I feel like I might be missing the mark. So I want y'all to help me get back on track, man. Y'all give me y'all opinions. Tell me what y'all are thinking, man. Listen, I'm not perfect. Right? So I want to get y'all opinion on what y'all thinking, man. Tell me what it is y'all thinking. Am I the only person recognizing that RJ Barrett is struggling? Am I the only person that's recognizing that Emmanuel Quickly is struggling? The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building, rocking with us late on a Thursday night. DSJ is in the building. DSJ, I had a terrible joke I was about to tell. I'm gonna save it for the next time. And this is for DSJ somewhere grinding away, probably on third shift. This is to DSJ, probably somewhere singing in a nightclub, in a smoky nightclub, doing the classics. DSJ, I had a joke. It starts with, It's close to midnight. Something. But I'm not gonna finish that joke. I'm gonna talk Knicks. Bricks Nation is talking about trading for DeMar DeRozan. I laugh. I laugh. I laugh. DeMar DeRozan is not a wing player anymore. DeMar DeRozan is a offensive-minded Josh Hart. DeMar DeRozan is an undersized power forward that doesn't know he's undersized. And DeMar DeRozan's not going to play defense at all. But what I will say is this. Yo, G Money is in the building late on a Thursday night, early Friday morning. Right? G Money is in a place with style and grace. Shout out to G Money's. MBIC is in the building. I saw you in the comments, man. Salute. Salute, salute, salute. NBIC says, why is it always the player's fault and never the coach? Never? Never? And why are so many players complaining each year? Kemba, Cam, Quickly, Fournier, Toppin, and now Hart? NBIC, this is just the show for you. This is just the show for you. This is the joint just for you because even though I'm trying to be patient, it's because I'm coming in hot. This is just the show. This is just a show for y'all. Because even though we beat the Detroit Pistons barely, but almost, hey, you know how the saying goes, almost doesn't count, right? We won. Detroit almost beat us. They didn't. But this is the show just for you. I was advised by a long-term listener to just get into my bag. Don't drop the link. Don't read the chat. Just get in my bag, right? That's what I'm good at. I'm good at getting in my bag, right? So I'm in a place of frustration for a number of reasons. So here goes. The Julius Randle hijacking of the offense is destroying our young players. Right? But I'm not going to blame Randle per se because Randle is an all-star. Randle is an all-star. And so he's doing what he can do to contribute to winning and play at his best. as a casual fan and observer, I noticed that the Knicks this season have run 3 different offenses this season. The Knicks have run 3 different offenses this season. The Knicks have okay, and I know you're like, yo, what offenses? It just looks like the same old offense. It's not. It's not. Just because you have the majority of the same players doesn't mean they run the same offense. Right? Hey, Kerry Cox, I'm gonna get to this too. I'm gonna get to that too, man. I'm gonna star that comment and save it for later. So the Knicks are running 3 different offenses, right? One offense is the 2021 almighty 4th seed offense that featured Julius Randle and got Julius Randle in positions where he could play make and look like a top 5 power forward in the NBA. Offense number 2 is the Brunson show. The ISO pick up top offense. Y'all know what it looked like when you see RJ Barrett crouched over in the corner, not moving. When you see Grimes in the opposite corner, not moving. When you see Mitch in a dunker spot, and when you see a big waiting at the free throw line for Brunson to call for a screen. And if he doesn't call for a screen, Brunson just leaves him there and just weaves in and out of traffic like a bee at a beehive to get his shot. Y'all know it. Y'all know the offense I'm talking about when it looks as if Jalen Brunson is out there by himself. And you guys will say it, man, Brunson is out there by himself. That's because Brunson wants it like that. Brunson wants stationary targets where if he gets jammed up, like if he gets stuck on his pivot foot, he know exactly where everybody is, so he can pass to that person and go back and get the ball. Right? And then there's the offense that Tom Thibodeau wants to run. So there's the Randall offense, there's the Brunson offense, and then there's the offense that Tom Thibodeau wants this group to run. And I'm going to say this, it's going to make you laugh, but just hear me out on it. In the preseason, Tom Thibodeau installed a modern NBA offense. Right? He installed a modern NBA offense. Right? With double zoom actions, with shooters cutting away from the ball. Right? With shooters cutting away from the ball. And when they drag away from the ball, they open up driving lanes for RJ Barrett. But here's the thing. In Randall's offense, Randall thrives. RJ, Quickly, Grimes, Mitch all struggle. Right? In Brunson's offense, RJ Barrett and Quentin Grimes are missing. A lot of the times when they run the Brunson offense, RJ Barrett is just on the bench. Tibbs will just pull him out because why waste RJ in that scenario. Right? And then there is option 3, the Tom Thibodeau modern offense. Now, it's basic. Now, I didn't say it was fancy. I didn't say it was fancy, right? Stay with me here. I said a modern offense. I didn't say it was fancy. I just said it was modern, right? I didn't say it was a Tesla, right? It's still a Honda Civic. It's just a new Honda Civic, right? Here's the thing. The past couple of games, all you've seen is Julius Randle and Jalen Brunson go back and forth from 2021's offense to 2022's offense, from 2021's offense to 2022's offense. And I would get into schematics, I would get into schemes and screen setting and back, but for the sake of this conversation, we're not getting ready to go through all of that, right? We're not going to go through all of that. What we'll do is just think about Randall's offense, Brunson's offense, team offense, right? And the team offense in the preseason, you saw Quentin Grimes score 27 points against the Boston Celtics. In the team offense, you saw Quentin Grimes score 27 points against the Boston Celtics starters. You saw Quentin Grimes score 27 points being guarded by Tatum, Brown, Holiday, White, everybody. And Grimes scored 27 points. Right? Last night, you saw Julius Randle's offense and Quentin Grimes didn't score. RJ was ineffective. Mitch didn't catch 3 or 4 lobs. Right? And for those that are jumping in and just hearing this in the very beginning, let me explain to you what you get out of each offense. Excuse me. In the Randle offense, right? In the Randle offense, 2 people are going to eat, right? Julius Randle and whoever's playing the shooting guard, right? Because what Julius Randle is going to do in that offense is draw the double team. Remember, Tibbs says the game will tell you what to do. Remember these words, right? 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 With Julius Randle and Julius Randle's offense, DiVincenzo is gonna eat. When you see Julius Randle's assist totals be sky high for a big man, look directly at the shooting guard that took the most shots, right? And it'll be that connection, Randle and DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with against Charlotte, I think he hit 7 threes, career high 25 points. This game tonight, they bench Grimes, and I'm gonna talk about Grimes for probably about an hour, but I want to get this out of the way first. Grimes' minutes decreased again tonight, right? They decreased again. Because when you're running 3 types of offense, when you're Grimes, you can't get into a rhythm because you don't know what offense you're going to be running. Just stay with me on this. I'm going to shoot Quentin Grimes, RJ Barrett, Emmanuel Quickly, Mitchell Robinson, all some bail tonight, right? tonight, you saw Randall's offense that featured Jalen Brunson, right? So when Randall has a lot of assists, high assist totals, somebody on the floor is going to get a volume of 3-point shots. Tonight, I think that person was Dante DiVincenzo. Dante DiVincenzo was 4 for 8 tonight from 3 off the bench. And Julius Randle had 8 assists tonight. And so there's the Julius offense. Then there is a Jalen Brunson offense where he gets the ball and everyone else is going to be lucky to touch it. And for the most part, I'm with it. I like it at times. At times where other players are looking passive, Jalen Brunson stays aggressive. And so we get into the Jalen Brunson offense. Now, who is not a fit for the Jalen Brunson offense? Julius Randle. Because Julius Randle is not a spot-up shooter. He's a playmaking movement scorer. So when Jalen Brunson gets into his offense, and they all know what to do when Jalen Brunson starts cooking. Go to your spot and stay there. Don't move. Nobody move. Nobody get hurt. And what that does is give Jalen Brunson outlets all night, right? Jalen Brunson can cook his man all night. And the irony to it is when Brunson exits, quickly comes in and tries to run the same offense. Tries. But here is where things get sideways and awkward. Tom Thibodeau built an offense that should feature 4 guys, 5 guys, 6 guys, 7 guys. Tom Thibodeau he wants to run the same thing the Boston Celtics run. He wants to run the same actions the Chicago Bulls and Phoenix Suns run. Right? So it's not going to look like Denver, where it looks like a triple post set where everybody has multiple options. No. Right? It's not going to be the Sacramento Kings. It's not the Indiana Pacers. It's Phoenix Suns, Chicago Bulls. The Brooklyn Nets run a little of it. The Knicks, who else run it? Boston. Basically, what it is you stack 2 players on each side of the floor, right? And then you have one guy go down and screen for a guy and have him catch the ball on the move. And when RJ Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley was in that offense early on, Emmanuel Quickley looked like a starting point guard in the NBA coming off of our bench. RJ Barrett looked like an all-star in that offense. But you know who did not look like an all-star in that offense? Jalen Brunson. And I know what you guys are saying. No, Uncle Freezie, you're wrong. No, relax. I know a month of the season has come and gone, but think back to what Jalen Brunson looked like at the beginning of this season. Look at what RJ Barrett looked like at the beginning of the season in the offense that Tom Thibodeau brought in over the summer. So here's where my frustration lies, though. Because pointing out a thing is just analysis. What I just pointed out was analysis. Those are facts. Right? I'm just putting those out there for the record. I don't have an opinion either way about Randall's offense, Brunson's offense, or Tom Thibodeau's offense that featured a team concept. Right? That third offense, that Tibb offense that Tibbs created and brought in over the summer, Julius Randle was terrible in that offense. So what Julius Randle did in order to look better in the offense is hijack it and go back doing what he feels comfortable doing. And I'm just going to look at his stat line tonight. Tonight, Julius Randle was 12 of 21 from the floor, 2 for 5 from 3, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and a block for 29 points. My. Those sound like the 2021 Julius Randle numbers, right? And I wonder why. No need to wonder. Julius Randle hijacked the offense and became, in the words of IKBM Dre, heliocentric. He was the hub of the offense. You know who didn't benefit tonight from the Julius Randle hijacking of the offense? Quentin Grimes. Emmanuel Quickly. I know Grimes had a bad night. I didn't see Quickly's numbers. Quickly was, imagine that. Emmanuel Quickly, 2 for 10, 1 for 5 for 3, 1 rebound, 2 assists. Imagine that. 19 minutes. The man played 19 minutes. Imagine that. Quentin Grimes played 16 minutes, 0 for 5, 0 points. RJ Barrett, 5 for 12, 1 for 6 from 3, 15 points, 4 for 6 from the free throw line, 1 rebound, 2 assists. If y'all notice where I'm going there, if you notice where I'm going, I'm pointing out a specific thing. And that is Tom Thibodeau needs to put his foot down. Tom Thibodeau needs to put his foot down. Clearly, Tom Thibodeau doesn't want Julius Randle upset. He doesn't want Julius Randle exuding bad body language. He doesn't want Julius Randle pouting. He doesn't want Julius Randle complaining to the refs. He doesn't want Jalen Brunson taking 35 shots in a game. White Falcon is in the building. What's good, White Falcon? Tom Thibodeau is in a spot where he is going to have to balance everybody's touches. IKBM Dre is in the building. Tom Thibodeau has a problem. Tom Thibodeau has a problem. He's got a Julius Randle offense that doesn't fit Jalen Brunson. Only fits the shooting guard that's knocking down shots right now is Dante DiVincenzo. You never know who that shooting guard is going to be going forward. I guess because it depends on what defense we're facing. What I know is in Julius Randle's offense tonight, Grimes missed 2 shots, and there was a quick hook, insert Dante. Dante hits a 3, and then we see Quentin Grimes sporadic for the rest of the night. And then you have the Jalen Brunson offense where Julius Randle doesn't fit because Julius Randle is not a knockdown spot-up shooter. So telling Randle to stay in one spot while Brunson dribbles all around the court like a butterfly and tries to find something doesn't fit Randle. And for those that have played basketball before, you guys know disinterested bigs won't rebound, right? When Brunson is cooking and won't pass, Mitchell Robinson is not going to rebound, right? Julius Randle is not going to rebound or hustle. Right? It's what it is. Bigs like to touch the ball also. It's what it is. But then there is the Tom Thibodeau team offense where everybody gets to touch it. And you see the Knicks sharing the basketball. And you guys get in the chat. It's like, yo, I like the ball movement tonight, man. I like seeing everybody passing the ball and sharing the ball, right? That's the third offense that you see. When you see RJ diming up Julius Randle, that's the offense. When you see RJ coming around that screen and drawing the defender and throwing the lob to Mitch, that's the offense. That's it right there. That's the offense. Right? Salute, everybody. Salute. Right? When RJ gets that screen from Grimes or Randle or both, sometimes Tibbs calls for both of them. He'll have both of them screen, Grimes fade to the corner, Randle trail to the basket, RJ coming, and if the defender comes up, the lob to Mitch. If they stay back, RJ pulls up for a midi. Right? And if a defense tries something slick, like tries to double team from the wing, then you kick out to Brunson for a wide open 3. But since Brunson's shooting 46.5% from 3, Brunson is shooting 46% from 3 for 11 straight months. Jalen Brunson is in his Steph Curry. But I digress on that point. That's one point that we'll have to talk about. We legit have to speak about this. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think Tibbs, and this is me, this is my assertion. This is not, I didn't talk to Tibbs. I don't have a source or a resource or source material. This is my educated guess. My educated guess is that Tibbs told Brunson and Hart and Randle, if you buy into this defense, you can do whatever you want on offense as long as we're scoring. And if that's the case, the new offense is a casualty of war. That free-flowing offense, the third one, where you see RJ come off the zoom action and throws the lob to Mitch. Mitch with 2 or 3 lobs a game. Mitch with 17 rebounds, 10 of them offensive. Those games are going to be scrapped. But here's the thing. As long as you run my defense the way I want it, you can do what you want to on offense, has led to us thinking that our defense is elite when the defense is actually terrible. The defense is terrible. Tonight, the Detroit Pistons, a team, that has lost 16 in a row. The Detroit Pistons, a team that lost 16 in a row, tonight shot 53% from the field, 43% from 3. Detroit was 15 of 35 from 3 tonight. The Detroit Pistons were 43 of 81 from the floor. The Detroit Pistons, Marcus Sasser scored 17 against us. So what? Right? Where I'm frustrated is Killian Hayes. That's right. Killian Hayes had 23 on us on 13 shots. Cade Cunningham had 31 on us. Cade Cunningham had 31 points, 8 assists on us. If you play the defense that I want you to play, you can run whatever offense you want. Well, the offense is being hijacked, but Jalen Brunson's defense is markedly better. Jalen Brunson this season basically is a defender. Josh Hart, who has a defensive reputation but is not a good defender, is actually a good defender this year. RJ Barrett, who last year looked like a stick in the mud, was a good defender when we were running the team offense. Now that we're running the Randall offense or the Brunson offense, I think RJ Barrett's defense is taking a back step. And it's all Tom Thibodeau's fault. It's Tibbs' fault. Why, right? Why is it Tibbs' fault? It's Tibbs' fault because we should be running the team-based offense, in my opinion. The team-based offense, I know it's new, and I know it'll probably take some time to get used to. But as Knicks fans, if we say, oh, we're going to give this team 20 games to see what they can do, how come the Knicks can't give that offense 20 games to see what it could produce? Could you get used to it? Because right now, what it looks like to somebody that played basketball, they tried it, they don't like it, and now they're going to go back to doing what they were doing before. That's what it looks like. It looks like they tried it, they don't like it, because they'll have to do different stuff. Randall has to take less shots and screen more and rebound more. And he don't like it. And Tom Thibodeau won't force them to do it. And so what that does is it creates casualties. RJ Barrett looked great in it. RJ Barrett in that offense early on looked like a top 25 NBA player. Since that offense has been hijacked, RJ Barrett looks like RJ Barrett from last year. Excuse me. RJ Barrett looks like the RJ Barrett from last year. Up and down, up and down, up and down RJ. Up RJ, down RJ. Up RJ, down RJ. Right? If you don't believe me, look at RJ Barrett's shooting. I'm going to pull up his game log. Right? I'm going to pull up RJ Barrett's game log from the last 5 games. 5 for 12, 3 for 13, 3 of 11, 7 of 14, 4 of 13. Right? And here are the numbers before that, right? 9 of 16, 8 of 17, 9 of 16, 5 of 13, 7 of 16, 9 of 15, 8 of 20. These last 5 games with RJ Barrett, with the offense being hijacked, RJ Barrett's numbers have they dropped off. 5 of 12 against the Pistons, 3 of 13 against the Hornets, Sunday against a KD and Bradley Beal-less Phoenix Suns, 7 of 14 against Miami, and 4 of 13 against Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves. So what does that mean, right? What does that mean? It means Tom Thibodeau has to weigh his options. Do you lose Grimes, quickly, Mitch? Let me see. Grimes, quickly, RJ, Mitch. Or does your all-star just need to play better? Do you, on this one hand, keep your all-star happy, or on the other hand, get everybody else involved and hope that the all-star can find his stuff since he's more talented than others? I'm asking. Do you keep Brunson happy, and then, or I'm sorry, do you keep Randall happy, and then Brunson and everybody else has to find their own? Do you keep Brunson happy and Randall and everybody else has to find their own? Do you keep Randall happy and then RJ, Grimes, quickly, Mitch all have to find their own? Or do you play team offense? Do you play team offense? What's more important? Jalen Brunson making an all-star team, Julius Randle making an all-star team, or this team being the 3rd seed? And if you say it, listen, and if you say Brunson and or Randle making the all-star team, I don't blame you. You know why? Because the better those 2 guys look, the more appealing the team is in the long run. Because you could tell me right now, Uncle Freezie, you know this team ain't ready for the prime time. You know this team ain't ready for the prime time, man. Let Brunson and Randall go out there and get better, and hopefully you can attract a 3rd star. If you say that, listen, I don't begrudge you. Think what you want to think. Feel how you want to feel. Right? Or if you're on the opposite side of that, or I should raise the other hand. I did this hand. I'm going to raise the other hand. If you're on the other hand, where you feel as if team basketball should always come first, I don't blame you either. Because in a Disney Mighty Ducks world, something positive may come of it. Something may come of it, right? But conventional thinking is this. Right now, at this very moment, At this very moment, Jalen Brunson is playing the best basketball of his career. Jalen Brunson is playing the best basketball of his career. Are you going to waste it? Are you going to waste Jalen Brunson's 27 age season? If you're Tom Thibodeau, you have bigger fish to fry. Because this defense, and thank you to JJ. JJ is probably somewhere. JJ pointed something out to me the other day, and I had to think about it. So when y'all see JJ, tell JJ Uncle Freezie was like, yo, shout out to JJ. But this defense is not really that good. When you give up 53% from the floor to the Pistons, who coming in had lost 15 straight, your defense is awful. Awful. When you're giving up 23 points to Killian Hayes, your defense is awful. Tibbs has got to fix that. We have a coaching issue. Players doing what they want on offense, and the thing that the coach hangs his hat on is mediocre. Now what? I'm going to put this link in the chat real quick. I ain't really mean to like go off for 45 minutes, but it's like 47 minutes of Uncle Freezie just straight up, just, you know. And so with all that said, I'm not saving Grimes. Grimes looks terrible. Grimes looks terrible. RJ Barrett looks beyond mediocre right now. Emmanuel Quickly looks lost.
Yo. Salute, Freezie.
What's up, boss?
Yeah.
Thought you were napping, bro. You know, it's 2:00 in the morning, man. What you doing up this time of morning, bro?
Being frustrated about the Knicks. You know, I have to do with my time.
Oh,
But
boy.
there was so much wrong that I saw tonight. Like from the opening tip, the requisite effort to win the game. We played terrible in the first quarter, but
Yep.
they were playing so badly we were up 14.
Yep. Yep.
We
Yep.
we like the opening tip, not even as a jab to Randall, but he just let that guy go to the rim, ain't even attempt to like deter him or anything.
Right.
And I was like, this might be
Oh,
one of
boy.
those nights immediately.
Yep.
And when you talk about like how our defense isn't very good,
Yeah, it's
to be
terrible.
to be absolutely honest, when you asking our two best players, to be absolutely honest, are Brunson and Randall, and they're not really good defenders. And now when you ask them to play 40 minutes, that gets highlighted a little bit more.
Yep.
Instead of them playing 32, 33 minutes, They play more because RJ, Quickly, Grimes, for the most part, Hart in the first half. A lot of these guys didn't play well, so now you have to ride them even more, and it's a flip of the coin. You get the offense, you get the offensive production,
Right.
and just raw brute force offense from them guys,
Right.
and but you lose a bit defensively over
Yeah.
the course of the game, and it doesn't get better over the course of the game. It actually gets worse.
It does not get better. Right.
So there's a lot of things, I agree with a lot of your points in terms of the offense. If you notice, when we came down the stretch, even though it was working because it's the Pistons, all we did was run pick and roll with Brunson and Randall, and they didn't run it where it's like Randall setting a screen and rolling real hard. No, he's setting like a little rub screen just to get a mismatch, and then Brunson decides whether if he wants to take the mismatch against Isaiah Beef
The
Stew.
2-man game. That's the bro. That's the 2021. So you notice the same thing that I saw.
Yeah,
That's the 2021 offense that he ran with Reggie Bullock.
yeah, and
Right.
then they either decide,
Except Brunson is way better than Reggie Bullock.
yeah, except Brunson can take advantage. But when we
Right.
came down the stretch, Brunson decided to just default to Randall and just let Randall take the mismatch, even though when we cause those screens, is a mismatch regardless, no matter what's happening.
Right.
So as soon as that screen, like as soon as they switch the screen and they put Killian Hayes on Randall and Beef Stew on Brunson, either way, it's a mismatch.
Either way, it's a mismatch.
But that's how we attack. We don't really attack with flow or man movement or ball movement. It's, hey, Randall, come up here, set me a little weak fake token screen, scatter away to like the mid post,
Right.
and see what look we get, and then we'll just live and die with that.
Hey,
Mitch,
let's
just
say
crash the glass and don't be involved at all.
let's
Just
stay
crash
in
the
this
glass.
pocket right here. Let's stay in this pocket right here that you just mentioned. Right. Because I got about 8 or 9 questions I want to ask you based on what you just said.
Fire
Right.
away.
Right. And I'm talking about and for those keeping track, I'm referencing when he said Brunson and Randall run the rub screen, both get a mismatch, and either can take advantage either way. Right. That pocket right there.
Yeah.
Right. What happened to us last year is when teams noticed the Knicks did it, what they would do is they would send a trapping man off the perimeter. Remember how they used to double team Randall?
Yeah, they would load
R-
up with Randall with
Right. They
the
would just come.
zombie double.
They would zombie across the paint, like a Scooby Doo villain.
A little deterrent, just a
Yeah,
small
yeah.
deterrent.
So Randall couldn't
Or Randall would
guard.
think,
Yeah,
or not, he would think, and he would speed up himself just
yeah,
thinking about it.
and to cut off that dart across the rim that he gets the and one on a lot.
Yeah,
You bring the zombie to get him thinking like, okay, they just took that away.
yeah,
So to your point, yes, they get him to start thinking, right? But then what they started doing last year, was bringing the trap from up top. So as soon as Jalen Brunson gets on one side of the floor, deep in that corner, they bring the trap and they force Brunson to try to dribble through 3 or 4 guys or throw a long pass over the top
yep.
of the trapping defender, right? In which we're adverse to that. We don't like throwing long passes,
We don't do turnovers,
yeah, in our offense, right? So the Pistons did not do that tonight,
and we made them pay.
but Boston did it as soon as they saw the rub screen.
Celtics, I mean, the Heat did it.
Right, right. But and the Celtics did it so much that they got in Randall's head. Like, are they doubling me? Or are they doubling Brunson? Right? Because if they double him, then Brunson or whomever may be the outlet, right? But if they look like they're doubling, but they're doubling Brunson, then what does Randall do? Right? So now you have Randall,
He's just
who,
standing still, not
yeah,
really
buffering.
moving. Yeah, yeah.
Right, right. And so you can avoid all of that by not always going to the Randall, because it was Randall and Fournier also. Remember Randall and Fournier
Oh
did
yeah,
that a
they
lot.
they they, they had a ton of 2-man basketball.
Right, right, right. And so what happens? What's been happening to us against bad teams? Bad teams don't trap because the bad teams, while they're wanting to win, they are also
Their
tanking.
communication is not on point to
They're
even
super
do the trap in the
because they're
first place.
yep. Because most of the times they're super young,
Yeah.
and even when they start to do it, that they do it wrong, and the Knicks recognize these things in real time, and Mitch gets a lob dunk at the rim or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just, but this is where like Randall can get these not it's not a slight to Randall. Randall can get these numbers against bad defenses. He can be a number one option against a bad defense.
Right,
Absolutely. Because he can just abuse a mismatch or hit the easy outlet. Like the easy outlet, the easy pressure.
right.
You'll find that. But when it gets a little bit more complex, that's on Tibbs. To
Phoenix,
Yeah, when it gets a little bit more complex in your stunts and your, and the look, like good defenses don't even show you the same look every time either. They
no,
might do that stunt once or twice in a quarter, in the first quarter. You might not
right,
see it, but then when it comes down to crunch time, you don't know when it's coming or where the trap is coming from or where the stunt or the hedge is coming from,
right,
depending on how you try to run that pick and roll with
right,
Brunson and Randall. And then
right,
when you have teams that are on a string that practice these things, and when we're talking about these teams, we're talking about teams that are aspiring to win titles. That's why when teams try to do it against us,
right, right,
those types of teams, those top 8 teams in the NBA type of teams, they give us issues with those types of looks. And when you talk about how they trap Brunson off the pick and roll, a lot of the time they hard hedge just to get Brunson to dribble the ball some more so they can give time for their back end to
to
rotate.
recover. Yep,
Yeah.
yep,
So you don't even get the advantage of that pick and roll that you were running in the first place.
right, right. And you know what smart teams do to us too. And this is a thing that I can't believe Tom Thibodeau, dude's been a coach for like 47 years and 28 days, right? When teams see Randall squat, hunch, and lean over for the ball to his outside hand, great defensive teams like the Celtics, they place a smaller guard, right, onto Randall, anticipating a switch. And before the switch is even started, they face guard.
Yeah.
You remember Marcus Smart did that to Randall last year? Drew Holiday did it this year.
Yeah,
R-
like they do that because they know they're gonna bring the help anyway. So you might as well
Right,
just run someone smaller, more mobile, has the ability to strip the ball or
right. And
or
face
make
guard
it.
and
Yeah,
deny.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And
And,
and,
and
and there's ways to make teams pay for that,
right,
but that would require Randall moving
right,
or setting screens and actually rolling hard.
right. And you know what else it requires?
Yeah.
Consistent shooting from the starting shooting guard, bro.
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely. Consistent
Because you
shooting
you
all
can't
over
you
the
can't
place, but
yeah.
particularly
You
the
can't
off
you
guard.
can't leave Mitch's man can't leave. You can't leave a big wide open under the rim. That's too easy,
Yeah,
right? So you take a defender off the other side, that's usually RJ's man or Grimes's man. Well, RJ is the more dangerous scorer, right? You gonna mess around and RJ gonna be parading to the free throw line all night, right? So whose man do you take? You take Grimes's man, right?
there's a reason why teams like they put our weakest defender over. Like we play Atlanta. Who is guarding Grimes on Atlanta?
Man, Trey. They had Trey Young. Who else they had? Who else is a bad Hawks defender? They had Dominique Wilkins out there guarding him.
Bogdanovich.
Yeah, they got Kyle Korver out there guarding that man. And they got man,
Because
yeah,
they
bro.
don't respect him.
They got Ronald Acuna out there guarding that man. I mean, yo, they got
And it's like some teams you have to pick your poison, absolutely, but we don't make teams pay for putting their worst defenders. Like teams put their worst defender on Kentavious Caldwell Pope. Well, you know what
Right.
happens? He starts flying around, dribble handoffs, and taking mid-range jumpers
Right.
because you decide to put uh, an unwilling defender on him.
Right. Right. Yeah. So I'm blaming Tom again. Now, I'm not saying Monty Williams coached circles around Tom Thibodeau because he
Oh
didn't.
no,
Right.
you're
He
not gonna
he
say
did
that.
he did not. But I give Tom Thibodeau a C minus for coaching tonight. Right. And not because I want to be mean to Tibbs. That's not what I want to do. In the grand scheme of things, as a Knicks fan, you want your coach to be an A plus every night.
Yep.
Right. That's what you want. So it's not like, we're sitting here nitpicking, right? But clearly, 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 Grimes hasn't had it the past few games. Why is he starting? Right? If they had who they had Marcus Sasser going off early, and I have a defender on the bench in Deuce McBride, and they're the same size. Why not consider it?
I would
Right?
say I would consider it, but in that same token, I believe Cade was on the court,
Yeah.
and Brunson was kind of on Sasser,
Yeah.
and either way, it would be one of those situations where Brunson would be in a compromised position.
Dre, you wrong. You wrong on this one. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why, big homie. Cade had 30, Hayes had 20, and Sasser had 17. So regardless which guy, you
Somebody
know,
was gonna cook.
right, right. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like regardless of what matchup, based on how Tibbs did it, somebody was getting cooked. And here's the thing: backcourt defense should be our strength, considering that
How many
Jalen
guards
Brunson
we have?
and Jalen Brunson's improved defense.
Yeah, but I would say Freezy tonight. Jalen Brunson's defense. I mean, he did a lot on offense, but his defense was pretty bad tonight. I'm not
It was
gonna lie.
bad. It was
It was
bad.
like he wasn't closing out. Like Sasser was just shooting. He was just doing whatever. All
Yeah.
Brunson had to do was run him off the line, and Sasser could not do anything within 20 feet of the basket. It was everything he was doing was 23 feet away, and Brunson could have just chased him off the line, and that would have been that.
Yeah. You know what? You know why RJ is a great defender right now? RJ Barrett denies the basketball, right? And when I was watching RJ Barrett on Devin Booker, what I noticed is when RJ was close enough, he had hands on Booker, directing Booker. And Booker was trying to every time Booker tried to get away from RJ, he's exerting more and more energy, getting away from RJ. The shot is coming up short, blase, all this stuff, right?
It's like a boxer leaning on
Yeah. Oh my God, it's like a boxer.
you,
It's
and
just like
directing
a
you where you want
yeah.
during a fight, just weighing on you,
And by the
weighing
time
on
you
you.
get to like the fourth round, like the but yeah, bro,
You
your
you out there looking
hamstrings,
at the
bro.
ref like this man really just leaning on me. You're not gonna do nothing about it.
That happened to me
But
one time, bro. My hamstrings was burning so bad one time, bro. I was crying in the ring, but I wouldn't let him see it, bro. I'm telling you, my hamstrings felt like that background that we on right now, bro.
the thing I want to give, like he's becoming really subtle at that. Like the lean, you don't really notice it until you actively pay attention. But he's like guiding guys away to but they can get to their shot, but
Yeah,
he's not putting it in a position where they're getting an easy shot.
you have to exert more effort. Yep,
And
yep,
you have to pull up. You have to take a contested shot, and he's not gonna. And
right.
the thing he's not bailing you out nine
Uh,
times out of ten. Tonight he had a couple bad fouls,
yeah, he had
but
one
before
was
and other prior, before other, he wasn't really giving away and ones or late fouls. He was
yeah,
just contesting straight up.
yeah.
That's
Tonight
his
though,
new business.
I think he played down to his opponent a little bit on defense.
Yeah.
Like the Saw Thompson three. I think he was like, man, that man can't shoot. Oh, he made it.
I read a lot of their shots tonight because they're a terrible shooting team, and
Yeah,
they
yeah,
shot like I saw they never made 15 threes all year, but they did it the last 2 games.
Right.
and they still lost. So
And they
that's
still
how
lost, bro.
still how bad they are
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
now. But
Yeah.
like
And
we should have been up by 23 in the
I
first
thought we
quarter.
should have been up by like 40.
In
If
the
that guy
first quarter,
if
they were playing like the Washington Generals. They were just throwing the ball
all they need to do was play Sweet Georgia Brown over the intercom, bro. That's all they needed to do was play Sweet Georgia Brown in the Garden, bro. The Harlem Globetrotters in the building, bro. I'm with you.
They were not playing serious basketball, but we played down to them. And even though I don't want to say it, but the Villanova boys played pretty well. I don't want to say they played well, but they played par. They played okay.
Yeah.
They played well enough to beat this team, but
Right.
the effort that even they put out, you're not winning against any. I don't think you're beating any other team in the league playing like how we did today.
Maybe Charlotte. Because they could, yeah.
If we played like this against Charlotte, we would have lost that game. I'm saying this exact type of effort.
With Melo, yeah. Yeah, I was talking about the game Monday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was rough. It was a rough. That it's kind of funny. I'm almost confident that we're gonna actually bounce back tomorrow. I don't know if we're gonna win, but that's gonna be much more of a competitive game on both ends of the court.
Yeah, we gonna beat the Raptors, bro.
I mean, Raptors can't really score that well. So.
Yeah, they like to get out and run, and that's gonna play into the hand of the Nova boys. You know what I'm saying? I think that's gonna the Raptors are gonna. I saw them. I like Dennis Schroeder likes to get out and run, but they got to rebound first. And if they can't rebound against us, bro, it's gonna be.
And then there's another thing. Jakob Poeltl is a traditional big, so that plays into our hands in terms of what we want to do defensively.
Yeah, Mitch will probably have like 15 rebounds.
Couple
So,
blocks, couple steals, because they're not a really good shooting team.
no.
I believe Pascal is shooting 20% from three. Every game he shoots 1 for 5 from three. So it if they're not able to shoot the ball, they yeah, it might be a 105-97 type game, something like that.
I'm with it. Thank you.
I mean that's that's been our calling card because we ain't exactly world beaters on offense. But then again, technically we're okay. We just play at a really slow pace, so our numbers aren't going to look as inflated as say someone on the Pacers or something like that.
They don't have a standout guy, bro.
Who, the Raptors?
Yeah, they don't have a standout guy.
I think it depends on the night because Pascal has shown the ability to be an All NBA type guy. He's done it twice, so it's
Right.
it's kind of like the Randall type scenario where sometimes he's here or not there. There might not be a right matchup for them, and then if they have the right matchup or he has a good night, I mean, we saw it firsthand. Pascal gave us 50,
Yeah. Yeah.
so they
Because
have solid enough talent.
we had Grimes.
Oh,
We had man. I think we had Grimes guarding him at one point. Grimes guarding him
we
and
tried a lot.
Scotty
We
Barnes.
tried a lot. We tried RJ. We tried Randall.
Yeah.
When he has his jumper going and he's versatile enough to give teams issues, the problem is you don't necessarily have to sell out for his jumper as much.
I'm looking at his numbers on the season, bro.
He shoots solidly from the field. He just can't hit a three.
No. I'm talking about his numbers again. His numbers. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. It's a trap question, but I'm only trapping you in this question just so that I can get a unique answer. Right? How good do you think Pascal Siakam is? Right now, I'm talking about right now, not historically. Right now.
Top 50 player.
Right. Top 50
somewhere,
player.
Somewhere around 40 to
His
50.
numbers, I looked
there.
at his game log. You know what he looks like? He looks like Kyle Kuzma.
Oh,
I know that sounds crazy, right? But let me I'm gonna state
but
some
you're
stuff just for
speaking about
clarification.
right now, today, right now.
Right. I'm talking about in this moment.
Historically.
right? So the Phoenix Suns are a good team, right? They beat Phoenix, but he was 9 of 21. He shot 43% from the floor. I'm not gonna do the decimals, man. I ain't got time for that, man. So they lost to Brooklyn, right? He was 6 of 18 from the floor. And that's his trend against good teams, right?
Mm.
Against bad/mediocre teams, right? Indiana, he had 36 points. He was 13 of 24.
Oh yeah, they don't play no defense up
No
there.
defense, right? Against Detroit, he was 10 of 18 with 23 points, right? Against Boston, he was 6 of 17. San Antonio, he was 2 of 12.
Damn, that's not a good team. That's a bad team.
That's a bad team. Okay. Milwaukee, he was 4 of 9. Portland, he was 9 of 21, right? Minnesota, he was 5 of 17, right? If that's not Kyle Kuzma, bro,
Well, good defense. Well, then if we're going by good defenses, then we're a good defense. You might give him some issues.
yeah, I think he's going to be somewhere in the middle, like 9 for 19 with us.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because our defense is not good. It looks good.
Well, under the right circumstances, and because we play at a slower pace and we limit possessions, teams don't have the ability to just run up the score 9 times out of 10.
Yeah, because we run, but we don't allow other teams to run because we offensive rebound and we
Yeah,
put people on the boards. So in
yeah,
order for you to get out and run, you have to get a defensive rebound. But with Mitchell Robinson there, even if he doesn't get the offensive board, he's contesting. So you might have to keep more bodies back. So it's
yep.
not like you can just get one guy to. It's
And
not
and if even if you get a favorable rebound, you're not getting that one-on-one transition
that run out.
look.
Yeah,
No, it's just
yeah, yeah.
the
So
only team that the only team that can consistently or semi get that off is the Heat because Kevin Love is a very great rebounder still,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
outlet passes, which
And a
is
great
it's
rebounder
a
in space.
yeah. So it's a unique combination that allows them to do that. If you don't have a guy that has the great outlet passing ability on top of being a good rebounder, you don't usually get both. You get one or the
No,
other. You don't get
you
both.
generally right. And even when you get one, having it okay, because I'll give you an example. Noah Vonleh was actually good at it, right?
Hmm.
But his passing and decision making,
Oh
terrible,
God, man. He
bro.
would think he could do it on every missed basket that he.
Bro, he out here looking like Zach Wilson, bro. Yeah, bro. I saw him. I
You
saw
saying
him.
curse words on here tonight, Frankie?
Yeah. Oh my god, bro. I know. Bro, I saw him throw a pass right in the middle of LeBron's chest, bro, from like 50 feet away.
I ain't see it.
He telegraphed, and LeBron was at the logo. LeBron was standing on the Knicks logo, bro,
He
and he
throwing
threw it
picks like
straight to
Derek
LeBron.
Carr. Throwing picks
Oh
like
my
Derek
god.
Carr.
Oh my god, bro. Yeah, he awful, bro. Awful. But yeah, man. So my concern is not that we're playing a back to back or that we play the Raptors. My concern is are we going to give up a bum game, right? Like Pascal Siakam's going to be off. Is a bum going to come off the Raptors bench and beat us?
Gary Trent might give us 24
Yeah,
for no
yeah,
reason.
yeah. 19 in the first half. You know what I'm
And
saying?
a lot of it is the thing I dislike. When it's a bum game, it's because we do like lazy closeouts, and then they get confidence off of hitting two threes,
Yep. Yep.
and then it avalanches after that. That's 90% of the time when a bum like has a good game,
Right.
it happens early in the game.
Right.
It's very rare that they just turned it on in the third quarter. No, they saw the ball go in the hoop at the end of
Yeah.
the first quarter when they got in. Then they got confidence for every other time they got subbed in,
Right. Yep.
and then
Yep.
after that, there's
And now
nothing you
OG
can do.
Anunoby can't miss.
Yeah,
Huh.
but OG and Pascal is struggling from three coming into the season, coming into this game.
Really?
I believe
Okay.
OG is as well.
Okay. So they have OG at 41.5% from
From
three.
three?
Yeah.
I believe his last few games he wasn't shooting that well. I could be wrong.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was struggling. I'm going to his game log right now because he must have got scorching hot, bro. No,
No, he's been all right. Okay.
no, he's been 3 of 5, 2 of 6, 2 of 5, 5 of 7, 1 of 4, 3 of 5, 1 of 6, 2 of 8, 3 of 8, 7 of 13, 2 for 4, 1 for 1.
So it's really just Pascal.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was struggling too.
Hmm.
I thought he was struggling, bro.
Well, when he played,
Because his scoring average is down.
yeah, because he's well. This the reason it's down is because what's his name? Dennis Schroeder is more of a scoring point guard,
Yeah,
and Scotty Barnes is taking on more of a role of being a 1A, 1B
playmaker.
type to Pascal. So it's like
Okay,
1A, 1B with him and Pascal.
okay.
And with his arrival, that's just less opportunity for OG.
Yeah, because
So when
OG,
when we talk about like OG's like a super role player.
he's taking 11.8 shots a game.
And for what he's gonna get paid next year,
Yeah,
man, he's gonna get paid a stupid amount. He's gonna get like $45 million a year, something silly.
yeah. Just because the thought of him
The
is going
idea
to
of the
outweigh,
six
yeah,
eight, super strong, athletic wing that shoots 40%
240,
from three.
and he's staying healthy.
But
You know what I
the
mean?
thing, yeah, but the thing about that is you need a certain level of assertiveness and aggressiveness.
Yeah,
You can't take 11 shots. If you have all those skills, you take 18 shots, 17
yeah.
shots.
Easy. 16 shots is the mark of a great NBA player. If you're
Yeah,
taking 16 shots a game, you know what I'm saying? That means you're confident in your bag.
and your and
So
your and your and your coach is highlighting you, going out their
yeah,
way to make sure you get those touches.
yeah, yeah. They have 5 guys taking 10 shots a game.
So this is Sherwin. You don't know Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder was a sixth man, like for multiple years because of his ability to score. He's not a traditional pass first point guard. And to be absolutely honest, the traditional pass first point guard doesn't exist anymore.
Nah, I didn't know. Everybody they have players of all shapes and sizes. Man, we saw Wimby trying to do it the other night, bro. And Wimby like 7'4", man.
I'm like the closest thing you can get to a pass first point guard is right now that like is an elite player is Tyrese Halliburton, and he takes like 11 threes a game.
Yeah, and Trey Young. Trey Young passes a lot.
Yeah, but they
Trey Young.
still like it's like it's it's more like a 50-50 split. It's not 70-30 pass. Like
Oh yeah, yeah, I
50-50.
got
I'm a
you. Yeah,
weapon. I
yeah,
am a weapon on my own. So I'm going to utilize it. Like the idea of I can't even think of a pass first point guard. Like I can't think of
right,
anyone over the last 10 years that's
right.
prominent has a prominent role. Like no,
Hey,
there are
oh
no more Pablo Prigiones. Sorry.
no, no. Hey, Apollo put a thing out here, man. I'm gonna um put a rock in my own shoe, right? So legit, yeah, I'm gonna put a rock in my own shoe, right?
LaMelo averages 25 points per game, Shannon.
Yeah, yeah, he's a weapon. Yeah, yeah.
There are
But
no more John Stocktons. There are no more
nah,
15 and 13 assists
no,
guys.
there are no more. My shot is the last resort type point guards, bro. Right. But RJ Barrett hasn't gotten over 3 assists in 7 games.
I can tell you why
And,
though.
I can too. Josh Hart, Quentin Grimes, wide open for three,
How many
pass up the
times did he
shot.
hit? Yeah, like he's hit the swing pass, the skip pass, and they either won't shoot it or if they do shoot it, it's off.
It's a UFO.
and he's also getting a little bit more turnovers, but I don't believe his usage rate is as high as it was to start the year
Yeah,
as it is right now.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Or his recent activity, I would
Yeah,
say
his
that.
recent activity, but I
Yeah,
think part of that is RJ getting those two injuries back to back, and
yeah,
then Brunson dropping that 40 on
yeah,
Milwaukee while RJ was out. It's like,
yeah. And
and that
DiVincenzo hitting that 25 on Charlotte. Yeah,
it's
so
like, okay, well, we'll just go with our bread and butter, but there's a cap to that bread and butter because
right,
you need to win as a unit to beat these teams that have superstars on them, megastars.
right, right,
Unfortunately, because
right,
you can't play the megastar game over and over if you got one. Brunson is arriving. If you got
right,
one perimeter player that's effective, but when you try to do that against the Celtics, they have like three of them. So,
right.
so it's like
Yeah,
you have to fight. You have to fight. You have to basically be better with some of your parts.
right, right. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. There are a lot of things going on. I think Tibbs. I'm giving on the season. I'm gonna say Tibbs coaching. I can't even give him a letter grade. I'm gonna give him a number grade, 0 to 100.
Yeah,
I'm gonna grade this season as a 74.
it's like
Just just
a
just
C
above
minus,
just
just
about
above,
just
just
above a
above a
D
C.
plus.
Oh
Just
yeah,
above a
yes,
D
yes, man.
plus is where I'm at with him.
Give him a C minus. It's like, I mean, we have beaten every single team under 500,
Right,
but we also struggle against good basketball teams because good
right,
basketball teams know how to stop what we what we always devolve into.
right,
Unfortunately, like
right,
teams know, like this like this your turn my turn offense when it comes down the stretch. Teams have figured out and have learned how to, like LeBron and Kyrie were doing that
right.
literally 7 8 years ago.
But you know why though, right?
Harden and Chris Paul were doing that
You know why though, right?
because
Because
the
they
league
get you
evolves.
they get you in a defense that they know, right? They get you in a predictable. It's like when a pass rusher is put his hand in the dirt and it's 3rd and 11.
It's
You
like
know what I'm
you know it's
saying?
coming.
Yeah, they got to throw an intermediate or long pass, and if they throw a short pass, do what's natural, right? That's basically what it is. With LeBron and Kyrie, they played so well because up eight, up eight, right? They know they can go to an ISO, and if all else fails, now they're not going to ISO, but they can go to an ISO, and if all else fails, you have two of the greatest individual scorers of all time with the ball in their hand, right? Right. And I know people don't want to give Kyrie Irving credit for his finishing at the rim or his ball handling and all that stuff. Man, Kyrie is great, bro. Right. And LeBron name speak for itself. LeBron goes by one name like Madonna. So yeah.
That your turn, like that your turn my turn offense was figured out when James Harden and Chris Paul, James Harden and Russell Westbrook, James Harden insert any one guy next to him.
Any one guy. Yeah.
Once you
That
have
man
it
made
put,
Ben
so,
McLemore look good.
I mean, he revitalized careers. He had Gerald
Yeah.
Green up off his couch making a couple moves.
Yeah. Gerald Green said he was in his driveway feeding his pit bulls when James Harden called him. I was like, that must be a wonderful life, bro. In your driveway feeding your pit bulls. I have one
Just
pit bull and I can't feed him in the driveway, bro. Yeah, I gotta feed. I gotta feed him in the backyard in a fence. You know what I'm saying?
because he owned a joint. That's why.
Yeah, yeah. The whole neighborhood, bro. My neighbor garden gnomes have bandages on them, bro. That's how why he is. The New York
Man,
Knicks is in the building. City and squad Fallen is in the building. Salute.
salute. Um, I hope we go back to more of a team game. At least, I mean, like I do appreciate the fact that Jalen Brunson can get his shot at literally any given time. And to be absolutely honest, we needed it tonight. All of those points,
Right, right.
because for sure we weren't going to get it efficiently from anyone else tonight. But it's like a chicken or the egg type of thing. Like,
Right.
are these guys not getting in rhythm because Brunson's going off, or is Brunson going off because these guys are in rhythm?
Oh boy. So are you giving me the Flintstones and Jetsons argument?
What's that argument?
You don't. Oh my. Oh, we gotta do a vibes and stuff on this one, bro. So the Jetsons Flintstone argument is the Flintstones are the future of the Jetsons, right?
Oh,
The Jetsons are a space age community, right? But they get so space age that they blow up their planet and it goes back to
the Stone Age,
the
or
Stone Age where they have to
yeah,
start all over, right? So the Flintstones, people think the Flintstones are prehistoric and the Jetsons are current day. Actually, the Jetsons are the future, but the Flintstones are the Jetsons' future.
yeah.
Right? Like if Kennedy would have hit the nuclear bomb button, right?
It's like if we had like an advanced civilization, then
That
the
destroyed
asteroid,
itself.
then the asteroid hit, and then we just had to resort back to
And it's
everything.
the Flintstones. Right? Because and for those that think I'm wilding out, right? Listen to the Flintstones theme song. Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're a modern historic family, right? Right. They're modern. That's the first adjective in the song. Modern, right? And I said historic. I think they're a modern something family. Not historic. I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, I think the thing with Thibodeau is he's got to figure it out, man. And I'm
That's
not
what he
saying
gets
it's
paid to do.
easy. Yeah, that's his job. That's his job, man. He's got to figure it out because because if you think Josh Hart hadn't been hearing us talk trash about him, you're mistaken.
Freeze, it's funny. Like when RJ was playing his best, Randall was getting off the slow starts
Yep.
the first 6 games. RJ was playing well, or he was out, and Randall was just not shooting well. And the moment Randall starts to like take the Bulls by the horns in first quarters, everyone else kind of
It's the different offenses, bro. That's what I was outlining when I first
it's a
got here.
clash. Yeah, yeah. It's
Right.
definitely a
So
clash.
when they run those zoom actions that I point out every time I see it, right? When they run the zoom action, and I call them circle sets,
Mhm.
right? When you see the point guard up top hand the ball off and then run all the way around the ring, all the way around the wing and come back around the other side. But then you see people the double drag sets in there. Those actions actually get quickly in RJ's space to create. And you see their shots look better and they look more efficient, right? But Randall don't know what to do in those sets. So he just standing around like the Scooby-Doo zombie. You know what I'm
I mean, but
saying?
that's just not his game. Like
Right,
he's just not gonna be the guy that's gonna run those sets crisp and clean. He's not gonna set the screen real
right.
hard and then
Because he's not a screener.
explode away from the
That
screen.
he's not the athlete like that. Yep. All the stuff you're saying, you're right.
It's like Freezy. It's like he does this thing where that bad wide receivers do when they know that the play is gonna be a run play,
Right.
so they don't even line up with intention to
They
like
don't even line up
in
right.
the stance.
They had Keyshawn Johnson. Keyshawn Johnson know they going to Wayne Corbett. He just what y'all know about Jets wide receivers, bro?
Man,
Don't get me started.
then he just runs the route or fake route half-assed.
Right. Right.
Don't even attempt to block him for real.
Brandon Marshall out there just standing straight up, fixing his gloves while Jericho. What y'all know about Jericho Cotchery, bro?
Oh, that love me some Jericho Country. That man pulled his groin mid play, still caught a jump ball, and tried to score.
Yep, I remember that. And what y'all know about Quincy Enunwa? Y'all know nothing about Quincy Enunwa.
Oh man, he had all the talent. He was a tight end, but he moved like a wide receiver.
But he moved like a
But they
wide
had the
receiver,
neck
bro.
neck neck injuries, unfortunately.
Yeah, he was like Anquan Bolden to me, bro. But anyway, what y'all know about Anquan Bolden? But
Oh, I know
anyways,
I know a little bit about it.
but my point though is this: Randall is out there looking like the Scooby Doo zombie when he's not in his favorite offense, and it's like he's not giving the effort to be a real teammate in that, right?
Some people just don't know how to be an off ball player. Like, have you ever seen what James Harden looks like when he doesn't have the ball?
Like me,
It's just,
right?
he's just standing off in a corner, staring off into space.
Right.
Whereas, like some players, James Harden is an extremely high IQ basketball player,
Yeah.
but his IQ goes out the window when it comes to being on ball
And
because
he can. And,
the high IQ players when they're on ball, they know when to time a cut, they know when
right.
to set a back pick, even
Right.
an impromptu back pick.
Right.
Like those types of players, like Hartenstein will come around and set back picks for absolutely no reason, and then you
Right.
look up and then someone's wide open because he's just setting screens,
Right.
and it wasn't even a drawn up play for them. It
It
just
wasn't even.
happened.
It's just instinct.
Yeah,
But the thing about high volume scorers, they conserve energy every time they can. Right. That's what makes them better than everybody else because they can get to 100 on you fast. They could snap your ankles fast. Like Allen Iverson's defense, bro, was non-existent, but he
nah,
but
he
he
was
did
just
play passing lanes
yeah, he baited because he was lightning quick, so he could just bait
because
guys.
he
Oh,
was a free safety. Yeah.
I'm not really looking, and just blink your eye, he's in the passing lane going down lane
Yeah.
for layup.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you, boss. It's one of those things where Randall has got to be, and I'm not bashing Randall. Y'all know I love Randall, right? But I think Brunson is in that also, where when they don't have the ball. Oh well, let me rephrase that.
I think to be absolutely honest with you, I think they both want to make the All Star game, so
Right,
it may be better in the long run for them for like Randall to average 20, but
right,
and you know he wants to get to 25, 26.
yeah, yeah. But I think both of them know that both of them want to get to the all. I think there's an understanding that both of them want to be all stars, right? And I think they help each other in that where they can both be all stars, right? Because RJ's turn is coming, right? But these dudes are still trying to establish themselves.
Yeah.
RJ's day is gonna come. Quickly's day is gonna come, right?
You're
But
talking
the
about
thing,
guys that are 26, 27, well,
uh,
27, 28, 29 now. Like,
Brunson is 27 and has never made the All Star team,
and he's looking at it right now squarely.
right?
These guys have egos. These guys want recognition as well. It's only normal.
And Josh Hart, y'all think Josh Hart don't hear Dre say talk about him every night?
Oh, I know he hears it. I mean, you
Yeah.
remember he said, "Oh, it's hard for me to get into a rhythm when blah blah blah." You saw his comments, right?
No, I didn't see him.
Oh, he said he had some comments, I believe, a few days ago, where they asked him a question about his like shooting percentages. It's like it's a little bit harder to get into a rhythm when I'm like not featured like that. And the funny part is Tibbs answered him, or Tibbs responded to him saying that, and was like, "Funny enough, Josh Hart has a higher usage this year than he did last year."
Right.
Tibbs is funny. He only uses advanced analytics when it's time to shut up his own players.
Yeah.
like Fournier or something.
Right. And
Like our
and
net rating is this, that, and the third.
yeah. You know
But he,
the funny thing though, bro?
yeah.
Who cares about Josh Hart's rhythm?
Free,
As one
no,
NBA
no.
team
I'm about
as
to say like no. Oh, don't be afraid. Hey, Josh Hart gets into a rhythm. He might get 14 points. You don't want that.
right. Right. Josh Hart get yeah, I'm gonna ask you the most serious question ever, but I'm gonna try not to laugh when I ask you, right? How many shots do you see Josh Hart pass up on a nightly basis?
4.
At least, right?
At least 4 times I see him pump fake and dribble into
I've
some
seen Josh
traffic.
Hart pass up 3 shots in the same possession. I've seen Josh Hart pass up 3 shots with the ball in his hand. He'll catch it, right? And wait for the defender to
Pump
close out,
fake,
dribble it.
dribble, look at
Yep.
the
Look,
rim,
look
put
at
the
the
ball back
rim.
down,
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
pivot, kick it back out.
And he talking about getting a rhythm.
It's like
What do you want
you
Tibbs to
not
do?
getting your
Play
own
Elder
self in the
Barge?
rhythm.
Yeah,
Oh God,
I don't get it. I don't get that. Right now,
I knew
if
what
it was
type
an
of time
RJ
he was
thing,
on when he had that man bun. I knew what type of time he was
oh goodness, bro. Yeah, man, I don't get it, man. The Josh Hart thing I think is
on. Oh man.
crazy. That's why Josh Hart getting into a rhythm. That's the funniest thing I heard in about 3 weeks.
It's like there's no there's Josh Hart will never drop 20 in a playoff game ever.
Ever, ever, bro. I don't get that at all.
I, the only person stopping him from getting in the rhythm is himself.
Right,
If you
right.
want to be in a rhythm that bad, take the shots that are given to you because Lord knows
The
you're
wide open
getting them.
jumpers, take those. Yeah.
Shoot yourself into it if you, but you know he doesn't want to shoot.
No,
But
no, no. I don't know what that whole thing was about. I'm not. I think that's just. I just think that's just talk. I think that's just talk, man.
I think it's excuse making
Yeah,
for him
yeah,
just being passive on
yeah.
offense or frantic. Because all that time he just plays frantic on offense.
Okay.
Like like a lot of times he gets in the air and then figures out what to do when he's already in the air. It's just
As if he has hang time.
oh god.
So earlier, Kerry Cox said, tomorrow's going to be tough. I don't think so, man. I think tomorrow. I think this game is going to be easy. And how I know that is Tibbs did a smart thing today, and I want to give him credit for it. Right, like Tibbs legit sat IQ, Grimes, and RJ down the stretch of this game and finished the game with Josh Hart and DiVincenzo. Right now, on the surface, people will say, well, maybe they were just playing better at the time. Well, maybe. But what I know or what I feel, my gut is telling me that Grimes, IQ, RJ will be the fresher players tonight during the game, and Randall and Brunson may not be as fresh, right? But ultimately, I think it was a great play on his part, and having a roster that flexible
At
lent
least yeah,
itself to him doing that.
you can utilize your depth in those positions
Right,
to your
right.
advantage. And it's in Toronto. RJ might get 30 tomorrow. Who knows?
He may, he may, he may. I think it was smart on his part, right? But what I also would say, tonight, I wouldn't mind seeing some Deuce McBride, right? It's a
Mhm.
back to back. You got the what's the name coming up. So it's an important game, but it's not important as the IST, right?
But
So
it's like a little mini getaway because you have what
right,
Saturday, Sunday, Monday off.
right, right,
And focus
right.
on.
So we'll be in Milwaukee, right? We're in, or is it in Vegas and Milwaukee's the home team?
No, 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 no. The first round is going to have home games, and then after that, you go to Vegas for the semifinals, and then the
Okay.
finals is in Vegas. But like they have home court advantage, like the concept of home court advantage exists
Okay.
before that. So like you can have, like for instance, the Bucks are the number one seed, so they have a home game, and after that, whoever goes on to the next round is in Vegas. Like the
Okay.
first round of the tournament has home court advantage based on who's the higher seed, and then after that, there's the semifinals, then the finals. Both are in Vegas.
Okay. Okay. Did the Bucks lose tonight?
They did lose to the DeMar
Chicago.
DeRozan and Levine-less Bulls. Caruso hit a game-tying three at the end of the fourth to send it to overtime.
Okay.
And the Paul played well. I was watching a bit of it.
Okay.
He was playing with emotion too.
Yeah.
It was a weird night in the NBA. The
Okay.
Trailblazers beat forgot who they beat, but they beat another good. They
Cleveland.
beat Cleveland. It was
Charlotte beat
just
Brooklyn.
it was just a funny night. So I mean, for as bad as we feel about the Knicks tonight, other teams like Bucks fans are probably kind of pissed.
Bro, I think they're scared of us, bro.
The Bucks?
Yeah.
Hmm. I mean, we almost did beat them without RJ. So.
Yeah. I don't think.
I mean, this is my thing, Freezy. I think on any given night, the Knicks can beat any basketball team. That's putting it plainly. That's just with how we play and that we come in waves and the talent that we do have. But
Right.
we also have this thing where I think we play with a lack of edge and a lack of focus outside of Brunson, where we could
Right.
damn near lose to any team at the same time.
At the same time.
It's one of those. It's one of those things where it's when we're locked in and we're giving teams waves after waves of our players in terms of our depth, we can wear a team down and run them out of the gym. But when these guys are just not locked in or just playing subpar, especially a key cog like Randall, then it just makes it difficult. Because I mean, to be absolutely honest, a Randall locked in, focused, playing at his best that he can possibly play at. We already know we're gonna get our Brunson. We can win any given night against
Right.
any team, but consistency is not exactly Randall's strong point this season. So we'll see.
Right. I'm looking at their roster, bro. I think we have a better roster than Milwaukee. They just have Giannis.
Giannis and Dame kind of they kind of count for like
Who would you rather
it's
have
like
right now,
they're like
Dame
they're
or
like
Dame
it's like an
or
all-star and a half for you, for
who
both of
would you
them.
rather have right now, Dame or Jalen Brunson? I'm
Jalen
talking about
Brunson's
right now.
Jalen
Right now.
Brunson is playing better than Dame right now, but Giannis, the combination of the two.
Nah, I'm talking about Dame or Brunson.
Well,
Because
Brunson is playing better right now
that's who
as of
you are.
today,
That's who you rather
as
have
of
right
this
now.
season.
Right.
But
Right.
he's not playing like a slouch, by the way. Like Dame is still averaging like 27 or something.
Yeah, on like 41% shooting.
Is it that bad?
That's that bad, bro.
But the thing that gets overlooked with Dame is he is a very good playmaker, and he has synergy with Giannis already. So
Yeah.
that's like a force multiplier. Whereas our two best players, their synergy isn't necessarily them actually running a pick and roll in the traditional way. They're running it to get switches to attack some mismatch.
Right.
Whereas Dame and Giannis will legitimately run a pick and roll like throwback stock them alone if you let them, and they'll do
Right.
it over and over if you let them.
Right.
Where
Right.
they have like a growing synergy, and when the thing, it kind of thing you mentioned, like
Like Chris
there's
Paul
the
and DeAndre Ayton.
yeah,
The
like
Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton pick and roll, bro, was the most dangerous pick and roll that I've seen in the NBA in like 20 years. And the reason being is because if you crash, they had Mikal Bridges and Devin Booker on the floor. So you had to just sit there and take it. It's like, who are you gonna bring Devin Booker's man off to try to trap the pick and roll? I mean, and then when you do that, right? You like, well, no, I'm just gonna bring Jay Crowder's man. Oh my god, really?
And if you try to take away everything, then I'm gonna just hit the mid range shot.
I'm gonna just hit the mid. If everybody drop, I'm just gonna hit this mid range jumper in y'all eye and score like 8 straight points and force your coach to call a timeout.
But here's the thing. The reason why I said there's like a synergistic thing between Dame and Giannis, like you already mentioned, there's a Randall offense and there's the Brunson offense. There is no real overlap. There's
Right.
just you do your thing, I do my thing. They don't do their thing together. Pause.
Right. Right. And that is because Randall doesn't fit in Brunson's offense and he doesn't fit in the team offense. He's got to be in control of everything in order to be effective.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the point that you made, and you were absolutely right. Randall has got to be heliocentric.
That's the best version that you're gonna get out of Randall.
Right. You're absolutely
Randall
right.
sitting in the corner is not the best version of Randall.
It didn't dawn on me that you were right. And you're not just right on this. You're correct in an exact sense on this. Because when Randall is not the focus, Randall is not focused.
He's not engaged.
Right. Right. Because ideally, you would love to see the Tatum, Jaylen Brown zoom action where Jaylen Brown runs in the corner and screens for Tatum so Tatum can pop up. And then Jaylen Brown is running baseline. So the center has to stay back and let Jason Tatum stay on that one side of the floor and either post up Jalen Brunson or just use athleticism to get to the rim. And if you crash, because either you're going to get dunked on or you're going to get dunked on, right? Yeah. Either Jason Tatum's going to dunk on you or he's going to throw the lob to Jaylen Brown.
You pick your poison. And you know, it's kind of funny that Jaylen Brown and Kristaps Porzingis have developed the chemistry at this point too. So
right.
They've been throwing a ton of lobs to each other.
Right. Oh boy, trouble is backstage. Oh boy.
So,
yeah. Look out your window. Knicks fans is on your block. Y'all know the Knicks run the city. Pull them shades back. Look out your window. Look down there on the block. That's Knicks fans right there. It's about that time. It's about that time of the week where you get ready for your work week with the man that is so smooth he does not require a chaser. Your main man, the real Anthony D. And your main man, Jersey's finest, the hood representative, Uncle Freezie. Uncle Freezie in the building. What's good, everybody? AD, what's good, bro?
What's going on, everybody? Good morning.
Good mornings. Good mornings. Good mornings.
We can always count on death, taxes, and unhappy Knicks fans after a win. Good morning.
You were enjoying that game as you watched it.
What did he just say?
You've never experienced.
He's calling us miserable.
You're acting like you're acting like you can give back wins.
Oh, AD,
you know, wins are supposed to be like every win is supposed to be pretty and poetic.
Hey, you got your phone open? I'm going to send you this. AD, you got your phone open?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Hey,
Just for AD. What?
if you're gonna send me anything from the God himself, I'll take that.
All I'm saying, I did not understand what AD was saying just
I'll
now.
take that. I'll take
AD, you saying we being miserable for no reason? It's just
AD,
it's
you call it
it's one game out of 82 and we won.
AD. So basically, when the Knicks win, that's what you say, AD. We hate us.
when the Knicks win, and if they don't win the way you want them to win, you and the dynamic duo himself, Mr. Ike BM Dre, it is a pity party. It is a swan song. And I'm not saying you guys don't have, valid, points and so forth. Obviously, that goes without saying.
Now, AD. What I
But
gather
I'm drunk in the wind.
what I heard what I heard from you just now is basically be glad this team wins. We don't need a star. Just stay on this path right here.
Yes.
Just be glad for don't trade for anybody and don't make improvements. Just
I didn't say
be
all of
glad.
that. I didn't
That's
say
what
all
I'm
of
hearing.
that. I didn't say
That's
that.
what I'm
I didn't
hearing.
say. I didn't say that. I didn't say the
Yeah.
rest of that. I didn't
That's
say
what I'm
all of
hearing,
that.
though. I'm just saying that's what I'm hearing.
I'm more in like the micro. I wish you would have stomped a hole in his team so
Yeah,
Brunson and Randall didn't play 40 minutes tonight against a team
that's
that
where
lost
I'm at
15
too.
in a row.
That's where I'm at too.
You just stomped the other team the other night by 20, and the team
We not
before
we,
that by 20.
but we're not talking about that. We talking about this team though.
Yeah, but
Because you
what I'm
said
saying is, are we trying to build? Are we trying to build character? In order to get anything, you should know this, Freezie. I mean, you took more than your fair shots to the head. In order to,
see now it's my fault.
in order to become the dude.
Now I'm a drunk, but now I'm a punch drunk
No,
boxer.
well, I'm not calling you Spider Rico, but in
Right,
order to have attained the mount to reach the top of the mountain that you did not once but twice, I would think that you didn't knock everybody out, right?
Yeah, 2-time Green Street champ.
Right, but you didn't knock everybody out, right? You had to bob and use your weave, right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all
Why
I'm
you
saying.
call that man James Tony?
Yeah, he calling me. Yeah.
What's wrong with James? What's wrong with James Tony?
That man calling me Larry Holmes.
James Tony was a great fighter. Larry Holmes. If I was calling you Larry Holmes, I'd be tipping the cap right about now. I'd be tipping the cap.
Yeah.
Right
No.
about now.
So what we're saying is you have to manage a season, bro. You have to manage a season. The Knicks just came out and stomped this. This team is terrible. We should have came out and stomped them and rested up our starters going into this in-season tournament.
Sometimes you play to your, competition.
Sometimes you play with your food.
Yeah.
There's been funny losses tonight. So.
Until you get smacked on the head.
Right.
But this we've seen this, teams, players in our uniform lose this game. I can remember them vividly. Find a way to lose a game like this.
Please don't say that man name. If you say that man name, I'm shutting down. I'm not coming back.
I refuse.
Hold on, AD.
There's some names to speak.
We would find a way to lose this game because the Knicks would be the Pistons in this situation.
even when they weren't supposed to be the Pistons, even when we were sold, and there's no Knicks fan here that at one point in time between 2000 and 2012 did not consistently drink the Kool-Aid. Believe.
You talking about Langston Galloway and Maurice Endower.
I remember when Stephon Marbury was in the Rucker Park talking about, you seen what Isaiah Thomas did?
Yeah.
Yes. He was up on Fordham Road. He was up on Fordham Road giving out
the Bronx.
And the Bronx. He was in the Bronx. He was up on Fordham Road. He was, because remember at the time he was flooding the streets, and a lot of families got a lot of good athletic wear for very cheap to nothing.
$15 strawberries.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. The third version of those strawberries was fire, bro.
I actually liked how the first ones looked. I just
Yeah, the
knew they
first one was
weren't.
right. Yeah,
I just knew they were gonna fall apart after a couple of years.
It was he was just before his time.
Yeah, that's all.
He was just before his time. But I remember that. You remember, I mean, when Zach Randolph came here, Freezie, I don't think there was a happier man in New York than myself. Because I knew what they had. They didn't know what they had. They tried to pair him with Eddie Curry.
Oh God. You like then Memphis showed you the blueprint. You pair him with a passing big that plays elite defense.
And athletes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, high IQ athletes.
So I've
had
seen
Jamal Crawford out here isolating to death.
Dude, we used to lose the Jamal Crawford era. A game like this, we would find a way to have 5 turnovers in a row. Nate would attempt some crazy 360 that would go out of bounds.
You remember Nate, bro? You remember Nate trying to throw the ball through my man's legs, and my man blocked it. They went the other way and dunked. They sat Nate down. We didn't see Nate for like 2 games. Nate, bro.
Yeah, for like 3 games.
Bro, you 5'8" trying to throw the ball between somebody. Why don't
you might as well just dribble
between their legs?
Yeah.
This is the kind of, I mean, on a nightly basis. Remember when Steve Franchise, or why did I ever call that man? That
Stevie
version.
Franchise.
Stevie Francis. Remember when he hit that shot against the Bullets, his hometown team, and he jumped up on that press row, and I think Gus Johnson, the newly returned Gus Johnson, by the way, right? Stay tuned for that on Old School Sunday. And just Gus Johnson announced that the Knicks have clinched or have put themselves in a playoff position with 7 games to go. The Knicks went 1-6.
I was gonna say we didn't win no more that year. I don't know if we went 1-6. I think we. I thought it was okay. So my memory
we
is
lost
bad,
all 7. No, I think we lost all 7.
All 7. Yeah, we didn't win another game, bro.
We didn't win another game because our favorite podcaster, what's his name, Mr. Olympia, that we got, Brandy's boyfriend, injured Marbury on a pick and roll. He injured his own man. Marbury misses the last 7 games down the stretch.
Yeah.
We like those teams. We had a bunch of hoopers on those teams, not basketball players.
Yeah.
It was just
mismatched socks.
It was just like,
you ever look for some socks and all you can find is mismatched socks? That's what that era was. Mismatched socks.
No,
Isaiah Thomas got as many guys who thought, oh, they could
when
get
I take my
buckets.
socks off, I take a safety pin and pin them together. Yeah, that way you won't lose them in the laundry, bro. Y'all don't do that. Y'all strange, bro. Y'all got strange, man. So y'all be buying socks.
You know what?
Week.
But here it is. It makes total sense. I wouldn't have lost thousands of socks over these years
when
because
you take them off, just take a
pin them
safety
together.
pin and not metal safety pins either. Get the plastic safety pin and just pin them together, and then
That's
Drake, come on, Drake. Drake, don't leave me out here on the island, Drake. Come on, bro. I know you do that, right?
I don't do that. That's why I probably lost the other next one. I don't have the foresight. I don't have that eye.
Y'all just lazy, bro.
Thank you.
Now y'all
Freezie.
just being lazy, bro.
Thank you, Freezie. I want to thank you for that.
Changed my laundry game.
You have changed. I think you have changed the game for quite a few men out here that done lost.
Bro, I thought everybody did that, bro.
I'd never heard of that before, Uncle Freezie.
Yeah, you wash them and you don't even and then when you take them out the dryer, you ain't even got to rub, man. They there.
They right there. It makes all the sense in the world. I have never thought of that, Uncle Freezie. But it makes I can't even I
I
can't even
feel
say
dumb
nothing.
for not thinking about it.
For real. Why didn't you
Yeah,
just
man.
pin your socks up together for real? You saying hundreds of socks.
Yeah, man. It's just
Straight
low
up and down, but
I
that's
thought
what
everybody
the
did
Knicks
that. Now I
were.
feel like a weirdo.
Yeah, if someone could have pinned up the Knicks, those Knicks squads from way back then maybe. But that's
He
who
was
they
out here
were.
giving up first rounders
Yeah.
And
just
hey,
without a
Nick Jack
care in the
said,
world.
name in the under, bro. Nah, man. I might wear underwear 3 times, bro. After that, I'm throwing them away, bro. I ain't wearing no underwear no
Now,
four
naming your
times.
underwear, I've heard of, but I've heard of that for like
That's if you live with
for
people.
older men
If you
and
live,
so forth.
I mean,
You know,
it's just me and Mo. I mean, I ain't.
yeah, like you don't have to name your underwear.
I'm like, y'all not wearing the same stuff. So
Nah, and I don't need to remind myself these are mine. You know what I'm saying? I know you. Yeah, I know you. Nick Yak trolling, bro. Nick Yak trolling.
Don't get no YouTube warning and blame me, Freezie. I'm telling you right now.
Nick Yak trolling.
There's
bro.
no Oscar De La Hoya type stuff.
Yo, for real.
Nah,
No Marv Albert stuff.
For
nah,
real.
man. Nah,
No-
man.
No
Man. I ain't.
dentures on human beings, for real.
I stay doing that, bro. And yet, nah, man. I stay on Amazon. I got the subscription, bro. I be like, yo, keep them joints coming, man. Wear them twice, 3 times. They got to go. They disposable, bro.
I feel you.
I know dudes that be keeping the same underwear for like months. I'm like, bro, you keep the same drawers for months? Do you know what area of your body that garment is protecting, bro?
I'm saying, you know, a man might like a skid mark or two. I'm saying,
like a runway.
I'm bad, but
Dudes is like
that's how you know anybody put your shit on like for real.
Bro,
Like,
what do you need a training manual, bro?
Them's is mine.
Oh man,
These
looking
mine
like
with the landing strip in it. The ones with the landing strip is mine.
draws looking like the shoulder of the I-95. That's
Oh
terrible.
man. Oh, I can't. This is what the Knicks. You see what the Knicks can do to you. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
That's what the memories of those years. So I say all of that to say that this was a hell of a win tonight. I'm sorry.
No, it was not
you.
AD.
Hell of
I'm
a-
sorry.
This is the most vanilla.
You enjoyed this game?
I enjoy who Brunson is becoming on a nightly.
Oh, yeah,
basis.
that.
Okay.
Brunson is a monster.
And this is what you're forgetting. You see what I'm saying? These are the parts of the games that I think you guys are forgetting. There's nights when the star is just gonna have to be the star.
I thought you were gonna say nights like this. I wish.
I wish that raindrops would fall.
Stop it, Eddie! You embarrassing yourself, Eddie.
Are you doing this to yourself? But it's one of those nights. It's one. Remember one of those shows that we had, Freezie, and I was like, you know, sometimes when we talk about the GOAT and we forget about games that during the regular season, I think I remembered when Jordan hit Detroit with 58 and he hit him with 60.
Yeah.
It's regular season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These are the games that like that Brunson is a bad man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? And I wouldn't trade Brunson for nobody.
I'm trying to tell Dre that right now.
Nobody.
I'm
said
ready
it
to
before.
go right
I'm gonna
now,
say
bro.
it again. I'm ready to sign it. I'm ready to rip up his contract and give him a new. I'd have gave it to him yesterday. If I could have, I'd have gave it to him already.
Yeah.
Hey, look, man.
He couldn't have been my son. Tell you right now.
Mark Cuban come ask you, yo. I'll give you Luka real quick for Brunson.
Keep him.
Oh,
Luka is a burger. Luka is a burger and a supermodel away from being done. Okay, Luka is a burger and a supermodel away from being done. Luka has never taken his conditioning for a player of that talent to where. No, I'm not taking Brunson. I'm not taking Luka over Brunson. No way. But he may be a better. No, I'm good. I'm good with Brunson.
So Timberwolves asked you, yo, Ant Edwards is up for sale.
Keep Ant.
10 years of Ant from like right now.
I'm good. I'm good. 10 years at Ant is projecting that you're gonna win a championship with Ant within these 10 years. Okay?
You don't even have to
I
say a
don't got
championship,
10
but that's just
years. I'm not doing this 10 years thing. I'm not doing it. I'm really not. Next thing you're gonna be telling me that the draft pick in 2020, whatever, is gonna go well with no. Brunson.
Okay.
If you can somehow, by the grace of whatever, and I've talked against this for however how long, but if you were to put Brunson and Embiid together,
well, I think he got it. He got his nice little running mate Tyrese Maxey over there.
and you can't even do that now because Tyrese Maxey's a star.
Bona fide.
Right.
Not even a little star.
Not even a little star. I saw that man the other night. I was like, whoa.
The shots he be putting up don't even make no sense.
The shots don't make no sense. They're off the wrong leg, either leg.
He's doing step backs from 27 feet.
Fadeaways.
He is exactly what Malik Monk was supposed to be, bro.
Yeah.
That's what Malik Monk was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But Malik Monk's shot was just so streaky.
Malik is where he needs to be, though.
He's figured out his niche.
I think the team figured out a niche for him because I've always liked him, but I was praying the Knicks wouldn't have drafted him that year.
It would have been the worst place for him.
Yeah, he wasn't. He would have been like a Hardaway light,
right?
You know, and I'm happy that he got to a place that
I'm mad.
Use him.
I wish the Knicks would have drafted him, bro.
I didn't think he was
because
ready.
if they did, that means we wouldn't have drafted Frank.
Okay, sorry. I can't argue with you. I can't argue with you tonight. You're right.
We saw light skinned Frank tonight though.
Yeah.
Bro, I asked
How's
somebody.
That man still in this league?
I asked somebody. I want to ask both of y'all. I'm gonna ask both
Monty
of y'all
Williams
three questions.
Is out of
right?
his damn mind. My bad.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all 3 questions, and y'all tell me who y'all think I'm talking about: Grimes or Frank Ntilikina. Right. Here's the first question: a 6'4" guard that comes in very coachable, and the rumor is that he has tremendous defensive upside, and if his ball handling and playmaking comes around, he'll be around for a long time. Who do you think I'm talking about?
Well, that has to be Grimes because he's the one that's 6'4".
Right, exactly. I was talking about Frank.
Frank is like 6'7".
All right. So here's the other thing.
I don't think Frank has ever dropped 30 in the game in his entire life at any level.
At any level, including B team. Right?
It's not in.
Right. Here's the second question. Right? Which player has a defensive reputation, but is very shaky on offense, is reluctant to shoot, and picks up his dribble when he's pressured?
Both of them.
That's both of them, but that's more Frank.
That's Frank.
More Frank.
So y'all are thinking that's Grimes or both?
Nah, I was thinking that's both of them, but that's more Frank.
But Grimes will pick up the ball at half court with
like
no
Frank.
pressure. With no pressure.
Frank, Grimes got a backcourt violation. He was so nervous one time.
Yeah, but Frank will stunt your Frank will literally stunt your offense.
Hello. You know what's funny about Frank? Frank will hit one shot, start feeling himself, and then he'll miss the next shot, and then you never hear from him for the rest of the
time. He hit that. Okay, so last one. Tell me which one I'm talking about. Has defensive moments against the best scoring players in the NBA, but after that moment is over, you don't hear from. They don't make another splash moment for 8 games. Who you think I'm talking about?
That's Grimes.
That's Frank. That's Frank, bro.
That's kind of both of them, though. It's kind of both. Well,
so
you know what? That is Frank. I'm sorry. That is Frank.
You remember when he picked Kyrie Irving pocket? Remember that?
Yeah.
When Kyrie Irving was saucing them up doing the JoJo White, and Frank picked his pocket, and we was like, oh, and
That's
Frank
it.
didn't make another play for
we
8
just
games.
We just kept waiting for something to unlock.
Remember he dunked on Rudy Gobert, and we thought, oh okay.
Dude, the dunk
you remember when he tried to dunk on Porzingis?
When he tried to dunk on KP, we thought that was finally it. It's a hell of a picture.
Right. I'm like, he finally got some testosterone. He's gonna grow a beard on the court
It
tonight.
is one hell of a miss. You'd have never thought he missed it.
Frank
never
still
thought
ain't got no
ball
facial
banked out.
hair.
No,
That man damn near 30.
And the hilarity is that Quentin Grimes tried to dunk on Jalen Duren tonight. Right? Y'all remember that?
He was trying to draw a foul by somebody.
He tries these. He doesn't have that kind of. He's sneaky athletic. Very sneaky. He's not athletic like that to catch.
He's gotta like jump before and catch somebody like off the baseline.
He's like slightly more athletic than
he got to be backdoor, bro. Yeah. You got to be backdoor. Like the man got to be like, oh, I see you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if the man see him, he ain't dunking on nobody, bro.
No.
But the reason why I asked you that is because when I say that Quentin Grimes is Frank Ntilikina, people are like, oh, you so disrespectful, Uncle Freezie. Yeah. Every time you say Grimes' name, you disrespectful. But then when I say
Watson voice right there.
Yeah, from Jackson Heights. Jackson Heights' very own.
Randy Watts, everybody. Randy
Watson. Yes.
That boy good.
That boy good. Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, when we call Grimes Frank Ntilikina, people get upset.
It's unfair though, Freezie. It's unfair, you know why?
It's unfair to Frank.
No, Frank never had impact. Frank never had consistent, impactful plays.
Bro,
you can't remember a moment that you reversed it to Frank and he was on the wing and the three went down. There's just none.
Bro.
There's just no footage of this.
I was gonna say
what I'm saying to you is we comparing Frank and Quentin Grimes, and the reason why it's disrespectful to Frank is because Frank came into the league at 18 and was trash. Grimes came in the league at 22, or 21?
Yeah, but Frank was drafted number 8.
Oh, now we talking about
Frank was a pro since he was 12.
Oh boy, yeah. Now we talking about child labor. Okay.
Well, if you're gonna bring in the nuances, then I'm gonna bring in the nuances, and we can nuance it together.
Oh my God, Quentin Grimes, bro.
You can't do that. Frank never gave you.
I was gonna say, like
you said,
the game Luka went crazy. Grimes had like 33 in that game.
Yeah. Think about that.
Yeah.
It's
that's why people are hung up on him, though.
Well,
because of the flashes. At least he's shown like flashes.
You can't compare. I think a good comparison a good comparison for Grimes, and not because they're both light skinned or maybe they are, would have been Landry Fields.
Oh no.
Would have been Landry Fields. Remember when Landry Fields just kind of came out of nowhere and just looked like something, and we some of us just kind of built him up to being something more than what he really was.
Yeah, he was Josh Hart.
Yeah, y'all was wanting Andy Routins to be better than him. Remember they was trying to get Andy Routins to be better because Andy Routins went to Syracuse.
Yeah,
because his father was the Raptors announcer.
Yeah, but he wasn't as good as
that dude was no good. We shouldn't.
He was not an NBA player.
No.
Yeah, we should have kept George. Remember George? Josh Harrison.
George couldn't move. Oh my God, George!
But he could knock down the three.
Like 2 left feet.
That dude could shoot the three, though, bro.
All
he could do was screen and shoot the three. He couldn't rebound or nothing. My bad.
That man nickname was George.
Exactly.
That man nicknamed George because he was wearing jean shorts to Knicks functions, bro.
Why not keep What's the dude from Spain that we had? Guillermo Hernandez.
Willie
That's
Hernan
Oh,
Gomez.
well,
Hernan
Willie
Gomez.
Hernandez Gomez, who's now a Netflix star.
Is
You
he?
know,
That's his
yeah,
brother.
he was in a movie with Adam
Oh
That's
no
his,
no
Sandler
no
like
no
2 years
no, that's
ago.
his brother.
Juancho Hernandez.
Oh, that's his brother. Oh, okay.
That's his brother.
Juancho.
Yeah.
He's
I
not
thought that
even in
was
the
him.
league right. I don't think either of them are in the league right.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Oh my God, bro.
Why not keep some of those scruffs?
Yeah.
We need a wing, man. What Lance Thomas doing right now?
Yeah, we need a Lance. So we need a Jared Jeffries, bro. We need a power forward off the bench.
Oh my God, I hated Jared Jeffries.
I heard an
so bad.
interesting name today. I don't know how true it was. That was like a rumor mill earlier. What's that? Bogdanovich?
Oh,
From Detroit.
Yeah, that's
I
coming
saw
off
I
injury.
saw something like
I've always
they were
liked
mentioning
that dude.
Fournier
Damn.
for him and like whatever, just to get him over here because he makes $20 million and he's controllable for like the next year. But the problem is he's 35 and he's just gonna turn into Fournier because he's injury prone right now.
The dude is Fournier right now.
I know, but
Why not just play Fournier?
He's part of the reason why Jalen Brunson is a
Okay.
Knick because he was getting killed because
Yeah.
'cause
Oh, he was.
Donovan Mitchell couldn't guard him.
I think the Fournier ship has been sailed. You know that.
Yeah.
It's been sailed.
And
It's
that man's gonna have like a scalding interview in a French magazine over
I'm
the
sure.
summer.
I'm sure
Yeah.
he's already had him.
Yeah, I'm saying
Yeah.
he's gonna have another one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like sometimes it may be, just to get the karma up from off the team.
Hey, AD, can I tell you something? I gotta share something with AD really quick before I get out of here. Right before I forget. AD, guess who the Utah Jazz had at halftime for Funk Night?
How the hell is
what?
Peaches
Utah
and
having
Herb.
I was about to say Casey and the Sunshine Man.
Peaches and Herb.
Peaches and
that
Herb?
crowd is
Boom, 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 boom,
99.7
boom, boom,
white.
boom.
They wouldn't know any of that stuff.
Right. But they do Funk Night because the Jazz came from an estate tradition.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Boom, boom,
Wow.
boom, boom, boom. And Herb sounded like your uncle that's past his prime. That-
Well, Herb was like 80 years old.
And he was a little tipsy. And he was
Herb is like 80 years old.
he was stepping in those imaginary holes.
They still out there doing it. Salute to the greats.
And he was
Salute
like,
to
"So
the
you
greats.
think it can dance?" And I was like, "Bro, yo, come on, man, y'all embarrassing us, bro."
They ruining your memories because you actually have real
No.
life memories tied to that.
Yeah,
songs.
man.
No, I
Bro.
mean,
Bro,
they're gonna do it. They're gonna. I mean, that's their record. They're gonna do it until you can't take that away.
They're gonna do it until they satisfy.
Until they die.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, whatever it is, until they die. I mean, you can't take that. I saw at the end with Rick James the last performance that he had with Tina Marie, and he could barely. Yeah, the BET Awards. He could both of them. They could barely get it out.
When he was like, "I'm Rick James," the lady was like, "And who are you, sir?"
And who are you, sir? And he made it. But when you see their performance, it was nowhere near. He could barely get that out. Yeah, that Rick. That Rick. Super freak Rick.
Yeah, man. Yo, salute to the Knicks realist. Thank you for the generous contribution. He says, bring back Travis Ware and Medalgis Kuzminskis.
Oh my God.
Travis Ware.
You need to bring back Iggy Brasdekis.
Oh jeez.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Wow.
That was some dark time. I'm a huge Knicks supporter, but like it was very hard to watch some of them games, man. It was
I used to ball with them on 2K though, bro.
Oh God. I couldn't do that.
They had a stretch where they lost like every Friday night for like 3 years.
Yep.
I don't know why they did this Friday Night Knicks on MSG.
And it's been there for like 12 years.
It's been there longer than that.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah.
there earlier than that. It's been there from about 2007.
Robert
2006,
Randolph on Twitter be
2007.
saying nonsense, man.
Yeah,
Every day.
it's been there. It's
Really?
been there forever.
That's who it is?
Yeah, Robert Randolph.
We may have to hit him up, man. See how you doing.
That man puts out ridiculous rumors on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah, repeatedly.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, we can't mess with that man, bro.
I'm not
That
surprised.
man is a
But he's
James
hilarious.
Dolan cultist.
Oh wow.
But he's hilarious.
Friday night.
I'm not dude. They were
Jason Randall was on that team, bro. Y'all remember
Yes.
Jason Randall?
Yes.
Ron Baker was on that team. Justin Holiday.
I
Brandon
mean,
Jennings played for that team, bro. Oh my
Just
god.
the holiday still collecting checks right now.
Yo,
bad.
He's on the Nuggets right now.
Yo, you know Maurice Endower stopped us from getting cat, right?
Oh,
No,
Yes,
that
he
wasn't
did.
more. That wasn't Maurice. That was Langston Galloway.
No. I'm talking about the put back at the buzzer. I'm not talking
yeah,
about
the
leading
game winner.
scorer. Yeah, he hit the game
Oh.
winner. He Langston Galloway shot and missed, and Endower got to put back.
We
and
had
put it
so
in.
many.
Langston Galloway won 5 games by himself down the stretch.
Yep. Yeah.
We have so many non-NBA players on them teams.
They couldn't even learn. They didn't even. I'm like, yo, y'all are literally sitting here, but the
With
thing
the worst
is,
record, and then y'all get hot down the
with
stretch.
the worst record, and y'all don't even know how to finish it out. Y'all
Right.
got Langston Galloway. I'm like, yo, Langston, baby, dude,
Right.
we're gonna invite you back to camp. Don't worry about it. Your
Don't
spot
worry
is
about it,
safe.
bro. Yeah.
We're gonna sit you down, my guy.
Right.
Like Langston Galloway won like 5 games by himself.
Bro. He won 5 games.
I couldn't believe it. But the irony is they wanted to draft that big stiff from Duke.
Jahlil Okafor.
They wanted to draft Okafor.
If they would have drafted him over Devin Booker, bro, I'd be like, welcome to the Nets at Night podcast, bro.
Freezie, we
I'd
were
have
start.
I'd have gave it up.
Yep.
We were starting games with a center that was missing a front tooth.
Yeah.
And then our backup center was like a Euro with a man bun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You talking about Cole Aldridge and Lou Emerson?
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
Then
legit.
we had a Sunni Muslim that wanted to fight everybody.
Yes.
Dude, we had, man, we had Lopez that looked like he came out of the Caucasus Mountains.
Oh
Yes.
God.
He hadn't shaved in like 30 years.
He was
looked
the,
like
he
the
was the
Bigfoot.
Geico caveman, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, bro. I was just about to say that.
Out here looking like Bigfoot.
Freezie,
He out here riding escalators in the airport.
You couldn't have told me. I thought Ricky Lidu was gonna be something.
Oh, yo, I hit him up on Twitter.
Yes.
He never responded.
Yes. I thought he
Yeah.
was gonna be something, Dre.
That
You
dude
right.
was a super athlete, bro.
You right. You
And-
right.
And the only reason I thought he was gonna be something because his name reminded me of Ricky Ladé.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh my
Right.
God. I made the connection as well years ago. Yes, I did. Oh my God.
Bro, I DM'd that man on Twitter.
Oh,
I was like,
my
yo.
God.
I was like, yo, because dudes DM me all the time.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes I answer, sometimes I don't. When it's ridiculousness, I don't have I don't have the emotional space to handle it right. But Ricky Lito, I was like, yo, I remember this dude. I remember him and Sergio Rodriguez and what's the other point guard? Not Pablo Prigioni.
On that
The-
team?
Yeah, they were
Ben
all on the
Udre
team.
or something? I don't know.
They tried to
Who?
play. They tried to
Who?
play Euro ball when Melo was hurt.
Who? What's the name, son? What's the
You talking about the Russian?
No, the shortstop son, Larkin.
Oh, Shane
No,
Larkin was trash.
before Larkin.
Before Larkin.
You talking about the Russian?
No, not Alexei Shved, not Sasha
Oh,
Vucevic.
wow, Alexei Fed. Wow.
I'm gonna try to remember his name.
Where did you pull that name from? Oh my God.
Because it was before
Torrey
Porzingis.
Murray?
No,
Torrey Murray was on that Langston
Benno
Galloway
Udrih.
team.
Beno Udrih.
Udrih, that's him. Yeah.
Udrih. Oh
Yeah,
wow.
Udrih. Yeah. When they were trying to play Euroball. Bro, oh my God.
Beno thought he
Wow.
was European Mark Jackson trying to post up
And Jose
guards.
Calderon. That's the other name I was trying to remember.
Yes. A
Udrih, Calderon.
broken down Jose Calderon.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
And we had to do we kept picking up Golden State Warrior draft bus. What's my man name?
Oh, what? Tyler.
No,
No, I'm talking about after Jeremy Tyler. I'm talking about the guard.
The guard. Oh my God. Yes, he played like the one season with us. I think he got hurt.
And he had the trophy tattooed on his arm. Remember that?
Yeah. I think didn't he go to Wake Forest?
I can't remember.
I think he went to Wake Forest, if memory serves me correct.
But I think we had like Obina. We had Obina Akizi or whatever his name is. The dude we got in 2000.
Kalena Azubuike?
Yeah, him.
That man calls games for the Warriors. He is
Warriors
terrible.
right now. He a smart dude though.
He's smart, but he's terrible at his job.
He was terrible at his job though. Yeah.
You can't make that stuff up. Some of the pieces that they put around Melo.
We was out here putting Shannon Brown around Melo.
Those last 3 years, it was shameful.
Yeah.
We were signing Chris Smith.
Two season-long contracts, bro.
Wow.
Like when we talk about how like Tim Boyle is nowhere near being like a top 200 quarterback on earth, that's
period. Yeah.
Chris Smith is not a top 20,000 basketball player on the planet.
He's not.
At that time, and he got an NBA contract.
But Phil thought he unearthed a gem.
Yeah.
Remember, that's what he said. He said during his press conference when he was standing there in that reluctant to be back, but they gave me $75 million, I couldn't turn it down, stance. He said that they were gonna unearth other teams' rosters on the bench because there were a lot of talent that are on the bench that people don't know about, that general managers are sleeping on, and that's how they came up with Larkin
and Travis
Smith
Ware
and Travis Ware and all of these,
bums.
He took
they thought because we found Steve Novak that one time that it was going.
He wasn't here. Remember when he took a team that had lost down the last few games down the stretch for making the 8th seed. I think they won 38 or 39 games that year, right? And he took that team, and first thing he did was JR, Iman,
gotta go. As soon as they come back, they throwing alley-oops to each other.
Yeah.
On us.
Tyson Chandler.
I did like Ben Walker though. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
you remember Bill Walker?
Bill Walker was another
injury waiting to happen.
It's not just injury waiting to happen. He didn't deserve to be around Melo.
Right.
Walker was here when Melo first got here. Walker shouldn't have been here. I think. Did Walker make that second year? I don't think Walker made that second year.
No, he didn't.
Why the hell did we give Flight White a contract?
Did we replace him with Flight White? That's what I was about to say.
Well, we gave Flight White. I think we gave him like just the league minimum or something like that. I remember because remember that year they were just stacking up on everybody who was 34 and over.
It was the oldest team in the league
Bibby,
by a wide margin.
Baron Davis.
Yeah. Kid.
We had Rasheed Wallace.
Prigioni.
Kenyon Martin.
But that team.
Yeah,
always on that team.
That team, to be fair, that team did win 14 straight games heading into the playoffs and then won their first 3 straight before Woody began to do foolishness. They won 17 straight games.
Yeah.
That team should have played Miami in the Eastern Conference Finals. I'll never forgive Woody. I've said this a million times. I don't know how they even brought him back into the building.
That man Woody had us playing switching defense against teams that can't shoot for no reason.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just
He was just
he just
making us switch
lost it.
everything for what?
He just lost it. I'm like, yo, dude, why? And I remember I was arguing with some people heading into game one.
Wasn't me, by the way.
No, it wouldn't have been you, Freezie, because you'd have never did this. Where Kenyon Martin was lobbying to get into the starting lineup, and they wanted to match Indiana's size. And I'm like, Woody, you butthead. You've won 17. You won 17 straight. You lost the couple to Boston, but this 3-guard lineup with Melo
At the
with Melo at the 4. Dre,
this was at the time. This was unheard of for Melo.
it was unheard of for him because because remember D'Antoni had begun to introduce it to him a little bit, and he was resistant to
He
it.
was like, I'm not a power forward. I'm not.
Right, but by that time, in that
that's when wing players was getting paydays though. Power forwards wasn't getting big paydays.
But then Melo was realizing he was losing his first step, and he would still have his first step against power forwards.
Yes.
Yeah. Because
Like,
truth be told, y'all ain't gonna tell me that Melo wasn't 255, bro. Y'all ain't gonna tell me that Melo wasn't out there 6'7", 260. I'm sorry. Melo looked mad out of shape.
I think he got to like 250. I don't know about
that man was not no 235, bro.
No, because remember Melo used to also wear that bodyguard where boxes
the rip protector. The rip protector.
Melo wasn't. It's when he started.
So what was the excuse for his double chin?
I pause. I don't look at guys like that. I couldn't tell you.
Melo was not in LeBron type shape,
true.
Bro.
No,
he was not in Chris Bosh type shape, bro.
But he was in good condition because in order to give out the physical punishment that Melo would give out on a nightly basis, you would have to be in shape, and you would have to be in shape to receive it.
I think him and Paul Pierce was the same body type.
Melo a little bit more leaner.
I think him, Luka, and Paul Pierce was the same body type.
That's fine, but you're gonna see those 3 guys. You're gonna feel them at the end of the game.
Yeah.
You'd have worked.
I'm not gonna feel them. I'm married. Pause.
You'd have worked.
You're gonna feel them in the dog, Uncle Freezie, at the end of the night. The pause extremely.
You're gonna feel them at the end of the game.
Yo,
that's not an easy night.
Man, that made me feel uncomfortable. I started to put a rated R thing on the screen just now.
Rated R. You already gonna get flagged by YouTube. But that's not an easy night, Freezie. Going up against any one of those 3, it's not an easy night.
I got you.
Yeah, I mean, to be absolutely honest, he was dealing out all types of just pain and pressure on teams.
Wait, gee, we getting
PB, pain and pressure.
Pause.
All of a sudden, this guy.
Pause.
Yeah.
So he played, and he was amongst the leaders in minutes per game every year.
Yeah. He should have passed the ball more, man. He was a selfish scorer, bro. Melo was not.
He was not a selfish scorer.
I just don't think he had the capability of it, because remember when D'Antoni tried, he would get 6 assists, but he'd get like 5 turnovers in the process.
Yeah. So
like it wasn't for lack of effort. Some guys just aren't talented playmakers. Like I'm gonna keep it real with you, Freezie. I think him and Randall, when they resort to playmaking, it's almost similar in the same way where it's like they make
Randall is more like Chris Webber, bro.
Yeah.
But it's like they make the read one pass over. They don't think about the skip pass.
Yeah, I think
they do the skip pass, it's getting intercepted.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
somebody
Melo doesn't have Melo's vision is not
It's at the rim.
blinded.
That's it. It's at the rim.
No.
right.
What I mean, is that you can't force Melo into a bad jump, skip, shot, pass. Randall, you could do that to.
Yeah, because
The
the
more he
double
doesn't
team.
see it go in, he doesn't read. It's what we saw against Atlanta. What we
The
discovered
double
against
teams.
Atlanta. He doesn't react. He's not consistent with the double team.
With like when Melo gets double teamed, he's holding the ball and he's not gonna get bullied off of his spot, or he's not
No,
gonna rush. He's just gonna wait. He's just gonna wait
no.
it out. Either
Especially
that, or he feels the double team and he has so many moves where he can get to his shot. Or if he wants
especially
to
if his
give a
back
pull up
is to the basket. If his back is to the basket, he does that. He does that spin move into the middle of the lane where he spins off of you.
or the
Right?
baseline.
Randall?
Or the
Who,
baseline.
No. Oh my God, Randall can never do that.
Well, Randall had the baseline spin and he just got rid of that.
Yeah, but Randall's baseline spin is to get off that fadeaway left.
Yeah.
Melo's spin from the right side is to spin off his man to get into the middle of the cup. Where remember at one point in time in Melo's career, Melo was dunking more than anybody in the league.
Yeah.
Right? So when he
his
could do that
his
spin,
first step was just
his first step
ridiculous.
was lethal. You know, two
Richard
different
Kenny,
ball
thank you for the
plays.
generous contribution. Richard Kenny says, "Wise men bringing gifts early this morning or this season." Thank you. Appreciate you, boss.
Wow, we hit
BT, what's
December,
good?
Freezie. We're officially in the Christmas season now.
In the Christmas season. Yeah, man.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm about
man.
to watch me a couple of Christmas movies this weekend if I get a chance.
Yeah,
Like
man.
Die Hard.
Die
Hard's
Hard,
an
man.
excellent Christmas movie. Excellent.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
On Christmas Vacation, best Christmas movie ever, bro.
Yeah, with the wasn't it Vegas too? When they went to Vegas, wasn't that also another one?
Yeah.
That was dope.
It's a wonderful life, guys. Stop it. It's a wonderful life. Cut it out.
Come on, man. That's the
No.
classic that don't even get compared. That should just be put in its own entity. Like that movie.
What's the movie about the ghost from the future coming to see you?
That's
Scrooge.
That's a Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that's the one with Scrooge.
I thought you was describing the Terminator.
Yeah,
No,
I was talking about the Flintstones, bro. I'm out here talking about the Flintstones and stuff, man. Yeah, man. But everybody, I gotta run. I gotta call it here.
All right.
Stuff to do.
All right,
y'all.
Little BT.
Thank
Gentlemen,
y'all.
Hey,
Thank
man,
y'all for
salute.
hanging
Peace.
out.
Next
Thank
time.
you.
Y'all have
All
a
right.
good one. Go
Peace,
New
everybody.
York, go New York, go.
All right,